Again, the toast of Chi-Town.
No space on the memory card.
Janet Kuypers.
Okay, that's fine. That was fun.
It lost its mind.
As I had said, do you want to delete something off that one, Nick? Thank you very much. I had said that I was reading things from the Partial Nudity series because I have a bunch of 108-page books that are part of it. And this one's called Part of My Pain. If you didn't notice that it was a gray version with the same kind of background, Partial Nudity has like this gray that looks a little bit more like X-ray color because it's called Partial Nudity, and this print here is actually a collage of images from my mammogram, which I thought would be appropriate for a book called Partial Nudity, but you know, it's just part of your X-ray. It's not an outline of any, but I'm like, why don't I use that? Because that would seem to make sense. And that's why all these have similar themed colors or covers. And I'll explain what these are when I'm done with each one of them. This one, you have to look and think about it. It's called Under Your Total Control. It takes a lot of convincing to get me to come to you. I've got work to do. I don't want to stop my routine. And all this time, you sit there and wait for me, patiently. When I finally break down, when I finally come to you, I dedicate myself to you. As I start to undress, you make me so wet as I drop my head and give in. You beat your heat into all of my pores as I let you have your way with all of my skin, leaving me raw. And you know, every time we come together like this, I end up feeling so good, and I never want it to end. You see, I'm usually afraid to let go like that. I'm usually afraid to give in to you, to let myself be under your total control. But whenever we're together, oh no, you remind me of how good it feels, how it is so worth my while to break up my routine by coming to you like this. That was a poem about a shower. This poem is called Quiet for a While. Your incessant screaming is making me go insane. I just want some rest, and there you go, bothering me again, destroying my peace. And when I finally feel I'm at one with the world, you harass me again. You screech and wail until I can't take it any longer, and I use my bare hand to strike you hard, to shut you up. You stay quiet for a while, but only a day goes by before you do it again, before you set me off again. I swear, if I didn't need you so much in my life, if I thought I could get along without you daily like this, if I didn't need you to get me through my day, I would get rid of you. I'd kick you to the curb, because this cycle is killing me. And how many more times will you do this to me before you break down? But I know we'll do this daily battle before you're reduced to nothing. And I'll find someone else to give me life again. That was a poem about an alarm clock.
Are you going up there?
And this one, appropriate for the season, is called, no it's not, it's called Gouge Out Their Eyes. Looking forward to my little ritual, I searched out my next victim. And I gained gratification by gaining total control over someone else. Looked forward to getting them alone and cutting out the tops of their heads, driving my knife through their skull, cutting out their fleshy intellect. Till I could scoop out their brains, feel pits and bits of organ in my bare hands. Clean out the skull, make them hollow. Gouge out their eyes, open their mouths wide, so the world could see how empty my victims now were. I didn't do this often, otherwise I might have been caught. All these years of debasing someone weaker. This was my little ritual, and I was ready to share my secret with just the right person to help me get rid of the remains, to revel with me in this little game I play. I found someone, I confided with them, and they told me this was against their religion. I begged, I pleaded, and the only way they would join me is if they could take the skull and throw it over a building roof after we were done dismembering them. You know, to further destroy the evidence. And I agreed. So we drank in the sewer and drew up our plan. That may have been one of the last times I did this to someone, because it really was fun. In the middle of the night, when no one else was around, watching their hollow skull splatter on the ground. I think it was closure, this final piece to the ritual, where after so much destruction, I could finally say my work was done.
Yeah.
Thank you.